Boy, she's kind of a skinny fish, Dan, but a nice lengthy one. She'd been a good one.
Look at that.
If she was filled out. Oh, take her big head on that baby. Look at that. Look at that. Huh? Pretty good fish. She is thin. She is thin, man. I expect it to. It fought really, really hard, but she's a good one.
This is the conservation net series from Frabill, and it's got this plastic coating on it. And if you do a lot of crankbait fishing or fishing with treble hooks like this, look at this. This is how easy it is to pop this stuff out. I mean, it's that simple.
When you come up on these Canadian Shield lakes and you get into these big walleyes out on these humps, this is really, really fun. I mean, and it's one. Let me get her away here. This deep hump bite out in the main lake like this for these big walleyes, usually up in this region, starts, I'd say, around the middle of July, and it'll go right into the cold water period. And these really, really deep humps way, way out into the lake really get a load of fish stacked on it. So it's a long time that you could cash in on this hump bite for walleyes. And snap wrapping and jigging wraps, I'm telling you, if you haven't tried them yet, you're missing a boat. It will outfish on many, many, many days anything else you're trying in these conditions.
Understanding humps and how walleyes relate to them is a critical element to staying on these fish throughout the season. For example, look at this map, and we will show you the progression throughout the season. When the fish come off the spawn, they will relate to shallow humps. This basin is about 10 foot of water at its deepest. The humps you would want to target would be about 4 foot. As the season progresses, some of these fish continually migrate towards deeper basins, still relating to humps. For example, in late spring, the basin may be 25 feet at its deepest, and the humps they would relate to would be about 10 foot. As the season moves forward, so does the fish's movement towards deeper water. That's where we are at today, midsummer, so we are focusing on basin areas that are 40 feet of water or deeper, with humps that top out around 18 to 25 feet. Keep in mind these are round numbers and rules of thought, but following the fish's transitional movement from shallow to deep is the essence of staying on these guys. And there is no faster way to cover deep water and trigger strikes than with a jigging wrap or snap wrap.
You know, one thing I like about this jigging wrap, snap wrap bite is, check this out. Drop the bait, we're in about 23 feet. Boom, that was 3 seconds, and I'm fishing. You know, and I do a lot of jerkbait fishing with X-wraps and stuff like that. So this type of fishing for walleyes is real familiar to me. I mean, your hand is just working all the time.